No amount of people pleasing is going to make someone like you. If people don't like you, they are not going to like you, and no amount of anything is going to change that. And you know what? If it does, it didn't because they like a different person. It's not you, it's someone you're pretending to be, and it's not worth it. It's really, really not. There's so many fucking people in this world. Life is so short. It could end at any time, and here you are trying to get people who don't like you to like you. How crazy is that? If they don't like you, you go find someone else who appreciates you. You don't go working overtime for this person to like you and then change yourself. Do you know how exhausting that is? I used to do that shit all the time. I used to be like, everybody has to like me, everybody has to think I'm amazing, everybody has to da, da, da. And so I would go around trying to like get everybody and their mom to like me, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? These people don't like me, I don't like them. I don't like the way they make me feel. It's not that I don't like them, it's just that they make me feel like shit, and here I am like bending over backwards performing fucking rhythmic gymnastics to try to get everyone to like me. It's insane. Okay, today I want to talk about how to stop caring about what other people think about you and how to stop people pleasing, because I have been a people pleaser my entire life. I swear. I literally, if one of my friends were talking badly about me or talking like rudely to me or were side-eyeing me or just giving me attitude, I would literally buy them gifts. I used to buy people gifts if they didn't like me to try to get them to like me. How fucking embarrassing is that? But I used to do that because I used to care so much about what other people think about me. And this is advice that I really, really wish I would have gotten, or not even advice. I hate whenever people are like talking down to people. Like whenever I watch like advice videos or self-help videos and they're like, this is why I'm the teacher and you guys are the students because I know everything and you guys don't know shit. That's not what this is. This is just words and like affirmations that I wish somebody would have told me whenever I was acting a whole fool and buying people gifts whenever they were pretending like they didn't like me. Oh my god, bro. But yeah, this is just my tips, my words, and things that have helped me. The first thing that I noticed about myself was that I did not appreciate myself. I didn't like myself in the way that I should, and that's why I was looking for validation from everyone else, because I wasn't validating myself and my experiences. And you know, whenever like children are mistreated by family or parents, they look for attention from other people and they act badly around other people to get bad attention. That's what I was doing. Like I was looking for people to like me so that I wouldn't have to like myself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like as long as other people like me, it temporarily filled the void that I was feeling. And I had to really spend time with myself and like realize that like I actually wrote down, this does help. I know it sounds kind of like what the freak, but I wrote down everything that I've achieved in my life because I'm somebody who has a really hard time feeling proud of myself. Like I could literally win a world record and a Nobel Peace Prize and I'd be like, as I should. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't ever, like that's just like an expectation that I've now fulfilled. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm never like proud of myself. So I had to write down things that I've achieved and really give myself credit for that. And I had to write down, you know, the qualities and traits that I have and things that I'm like happy that I possess and the things that I like about myself. And so I needed to start learning how to value my opinions. Like my opinions about myself and who I am matter, and I wasn't realizing that at all. And so I was valuing other people's opinions about me more than my own. So if somebody were to treat me badly or if somebody were to exclude me from a conversation, I'd be like, oh, like I'm boring, or like, oh, like I don't fit in here, or I am not worthy of their attention. Like, you know that feeling whenever like there's a group of people and they're all talking to each other but nobody's talking to you. Like you're in the room and they're talking, so they think that they're talking to everybody but they're not looking at you, they're not acknowledging you, so you are left out. And that sucks, bro. That sucks. And so whenever that would happen, I would immediately be like, oh, like they think I'm boring, they think I'm not smart enough to like be in this conversation and whatever. But had I valued my own opinion of myself and acknowledged how smart I actually am and how great I am, that wouldn't have bothered me. And now if something that my mom told me and something that, you know, in psychology I've learned is that if people cannot look at everybody and give every single person attention in that room, it shows that like unintelligence, like emotional unintelligence, and also it shows just like lower IQ, because it's showing that they cannot focus on multiple people at once. They can only focus on one person or two people or whatever at a time. That's a flaw that they have and not something that we have. It's not that we're not interesting enough. It's not that we're not amazing enough. If you are going to welcome somebody in a conversation, or somebody has come into your conversation, it is your responsibility to make sure everybody's included. If everybody's not included, then what's the point of having the conversation? It's just weird. And so something that I really had to realize whenever I had really shitty friends, or just like people who talk badly about me, I recently had to end a friendship because she was letting her friends talk shit about me. And I'm such a ride or die friend that, you know, like those things do shock me, because I would never do that to somebody else. Do you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to value myself and realize, like, what am I worthy of? You know, I'm like worthy of basic human treatment, obviously, like loyalty, kindness, respect, all of those things, but also like I shouldn't have to appreciate bare minimum all the time. Like, God forbid we want something more than just bare minimum, right? So those things, like, I just had to realize that I am worth so much, and I'm worth more than someone's pathetic opinions of me. And you have been with yourself the longest out of anybody else in this entire world. You are stuck with yourself all the time, whether you like it or not. So you know yourself best. You have seen yourself cry more than anybody else. You know why you cried more than anybody else. If somebody else judges you for crying, recently I cried at work because I was late, and I know why I cried, and I know why I was overwhelmed, and I know why I was disappointed in that moment. And if somebody else caught me crying in that moment, which people did, and if they judge me for that, I can't do shit about that. I can't do shit about what they think. And I'm not gonna, I would have in the past made such self-deprecating jokes to try to like save the crowd. Like, I'd try to be like, guys, like, I'm so stupid, like, LOL, like, let's all laugh at me together at my own expense. I'm not gonna do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people think that I'm weak or stupid or pathetic or like a loser for crying, then so be it. Like, they're just stupid themselves. Everybody cries. It's not a big deal. And if somebody doesn't like you, you can't do shit about it. You can't scrub their like fucking feet and like lick their ass clean. Like, that, you can't do stuff to make them like you. So you have seen yourself in the most horrible, horrendous moments, and you know what you've overcome, and you know why some things trigger you, and you know why you react a certain way. So if people don't like that, then they can just fucking move on. Like, they don't need to be with you then. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I used to literally think that everyone and their mom had to like me, and now I'm starting to realize, even now, sometimes, like, if a certain coworker's acting weird towards me, I'm like, why is everybody acting weird towards me? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I get really annoyed and frustrated and like sad when people don't like me. But like, I think that's just a normal thing, and I think we're always gonna care about what at least somebody thinks about us, right? Like, we're always gonna care about people's opinions, whether, like, because, you know, a boss, like, you kind of have to care about what your boss thinks because they employ you, but you can't get to a point where you're like digging under their ass for like you know what I mean, validation and stuff. But I think we're always going to somewhat care, especially if you're like predispositioned to care about what other people think. You're always going to care to some extent about what other people think. But this video is mainly just like how to lessen that, like lessen your feelings like that. And like, another thing that I realized is that people will project so much shit onto you. I have been friends, this is coming from like real like life, like I've seen it with my own eyes. Some people are so bitter, and they are so jealous, and they are so insecure. Like, I had this one friend who wanted to be smart so bad, and she was pretty smart, but she wasn't the smartest of class. She was so jealous of whenever somebody achieved something like academically, that like it literally filled her with such like anger. And like, there was this one guy that we were also friends with, and he wanted to be valedictorian, and she was like, you would never be valedictorian. Like, why would you be valedictorian? Like, your marks aren't even all, like, she was pissed. And I was like, and she just like tried to make him feel so small and so dumb all the time. Like, she would always make it a point to try to make other people feel dumb, and I'm like, just say you feel stupid. Just say you feel stupid right now. And any time that she was wrong and someone else was right, like, she was like, okay, well, everybody knows that. Like, stop feeling proud of yourself for this. And it's like, you didn't know that. You didn't know that you were wrong in the situation. Stop trying to take away from other people all the time. And it's like, I think they don't want to like address their own flaws, so they make everybody else around them feel like they have all these flaws and all these bad traits and stuff, when really they're the ones that feel that way about themselves. They just don't want to feel that way alone, and for some weird reason it numbs the pain away for a little bit, just knowing that other people feel as miserable as they do. And it also makes them feel just superior for a little bit of time. They feel so small every single day. It makes them feel in control for once. It makes them feel in control. If they can't feel in control of their own emotions, they want to control other people's emotions. Don't let them do that shit. I've literally met so many bitter people in this world who just, there's this one person that I worked with too, and I work with kids, and she wanted to be the queen of working with kids. She never wanted to accept help. She never wanted to make it seem like she needed help, and she just always wanted to like help other people, I guess, to be like, oh, I'm like the child caring god, and like I can work with it, like I can work with any kid and I can help you guys, but you guys don't need to help me because I'm just so amazing. And so she would look down on other people because it made her feel so amazing about herself, you know what I'm saying? And I was always like, why are you acting that way? Like, why are you acting like I can't do this right now? Like, this is not a crisis, like I don't need your help. But it made her feel good about herself. She wasn't helping other people and like looking down on other people to make them feel better. She was doing it to make herself feel better about herself. The people who vibe with you will vibe with you. I promise you. And if it hasn't come yet, it will, okay? There's somebody out there for everybody. There's a group out there for everybody. It will come. You know what? A lot of people in high school probably didn't fuck with me because, you know what? I'm just better than them. I'm just joking, okay? I'm just joking. No, it's just that I went to school with a lot of basic white people, and I'm not like that. I'm not basic at all. Here I am sounding pick me and stuff, but like, no, like I'm just saying, like they didn't have much personality, you know what I'm saying? And like I liked K-pop, and I was more like, you know, eccentric, and I was just like more so like we just didn't vibe, and that's okay because I met people later and I made a lot of like references to like niche memes and stuff, and they were just like, what the fuck is this loser? And I was like, okay, like, and I would try to tone it down for them and try to like fit into everybody's like mold and stuff. And so then whenever I got out of high school, I started making actual friends. So there's just someone out there for everybody, and it just hurts so much when I work with kids, and whenever I see someone trying so hard to fit in to try to get people to like them, and I'm like, babe, that's not you. Like, that's not you. And I know it's not you because whenever I talk to you, you're not like that. And it's so sad because I'm like, and you know what? I feel like the most genuine, kind, and amazing people are often the ones who get overlooked and looked down on so much, because those are the people that people want to dull so badly. And I'm sure that some of you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And it's so important to not dull yourself for that, because like I have truly been around such basic people who think they're so amazing, they're so awesome, and they're just like dwindling in all of their awesomeness and stuff. And it's like, that's great for them, but you are meant for more amazing things. And I used to try to like dim myself down. I'm very optimistic, and I used to try to dim down my whole personality, and that's the thing that helps me most in my job now. Like, the thing that you hate about yourself the most, or the thing that's hindering you the most right now and making people judge you the most, is the thing that's going to be the most crucial and beneficial to your life in the future. I can promise you that, because it's always worked out that way for me. The people who thought that I was too much, or like too vibrant, or too whatever, for them, they are beige. They're beige, and I'm hot pink, okay? And that's obviously not going to fit. But you know what? A lot of the kids love the way I am, and I can promise you that just because these basic bitches and these, you know, random people don't like the way you are, doesn't mean no one is. And you know what? You might be jumping to conclusions. You can't read everyone's mind. Obviously, if someone's being mean as fuck to you, then they don't like you. But that's their own problem. I've never met an actual logical and like genuine person that treats everyone badly, and that actually, like, if you don't like someone, you act on that, you're weird. You're so weird for that. And so that's a them problem and not a you problem. But if you don't know and you haven't gotten any like verbal confirmation that they don't like you, you might just be reading into it. Like, if you had one conversation with them and you thought that you acted badly and now they hate you, you don't know. They can't read your mind, you can't read theirs. But yeah, that's the video. I gotta go. But yeah, maybe I'll make like more parts to this because this was kind of rushed and stuff, but I hope that this gives any sort of insight. I'm just hoping that I'm like smacking some sense into some people, or even my younger self, or even myself now, because half the time sometimes I still am people pleasing, because I think it's just something that's so hard to not do, because you like biologically want people, like you naturally want people to like you and gravitate towards you, so it's so hard to break that. But it's so important to do that, because like we're not living for anybody else. We are born into one single body because we are meant to be one single body. We're not meant to be like fucking 300 different people adhering to so many different people. We're meant to be one person, and the one person that we are will attract the right people if we act the way we are meant to act. But yeah, that's it.